think that's where like the automation comes into play. If we can
Right.
make that process like more streamlined, more
Mhm.
simple. Like we do live in like the AI era now, right? Things
Mhm.
can be automated. It's
Mhm.
just who's gonna make it. It's a lot
Yeah.
of
Right.
work to do it
The
upfront.
one thing that I haven't seen anyone make yet, I think OA Genius had it for a very short time. So in this sniper, you know when you're sniping, so you find a seller on eBay or whatever, you see
Uh-huh.
what they sell, and you can list it, right? But you have to go through the process of finding where they source the item and doing that
Yeah, yeah,
process.
yeah,
I
yeah.
haven't seen anyone automated finding side of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
There's
That
there's
part
there,
is tough.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's programs out there who kind of like we used to use a lot of eSync. It was one of the well-known drop shipping platforms, eSync or Easy Sync, some people call it.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's Auto DS also. There's SKU that we
Grid
use.
is like the oldest one. They're old school.
Yeah. And so like for eSync, for example, they have a page where they list bestsellers. I think they automate this sniping technique somehow. I don't know exactly
Right,
how
but
to
but
do it.
but then they sell that database to everyone, is my guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the
So it gets
problem there.
saturated pretty quickly.
Yeah, so it's not like I'm just talking about like putting in like still adding a little bit of work
Hmm.
and just automating a big part of it.
So
Hmm.
so we actually have like I
We
actually
have a
added
sniper.
we have
Yeah.
a sniper that did this semi-automatically,
Hmm.
finds the item, but you still have to put in like some work. We don't have a full solution to
Hmm.
find it because the problem is like you need to validate, is this the same item? Otherwise, you're kind of like listing
Hmm.
somewhat blind. Even if there's a 90% accuracy, that 10% might really screw you if you're getting sales and stuff. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So Mark, like, yeah, man, maybe like by the next year we'll have something like that. I don't
Hmm.
know.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
but I had planned to put in a couple hours a day and just to show people if they're willing to put in the work, like that extra piece. I
Yeah.
mean, what we're doing works with the bulk listing and so on, it works. And we
Hmm.
go for higher margin. We go for like more 25-30% margins.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, that's very nice. Yeah, I
So
always I always was operating on lower margins because I wanted to get as many sales as
yeah.
possible. Our
True.
idea was to basically start with lower margins, bulk list a whole bunch of items, then see what was the best seller, and then we kind of
Optimize that.
focused on those best sellers and raised up those profits. Then.
True, true. Yeah,
Right.
like I mean you could still do that today because other people have already like validated items. That
Mhm.
the thing is, if you're gonna like right now, if we went ahead and listed like 100,000 items or like even 10,000 items with like the same price as Amazon, you would get $100,000 in revenue in 1 month. Like
Yeah.
that is the case right now. Even if you go ahead and
Hmm.
increase the margins by like 10-20% above, right,
Hmm.
the Amazon price, you'll still sell like 50,000, 60,000. We noticed like every time you increase the price by 10%, your sales like plummet like by a
Hmm.
huge margin, right?
Hmm.
So the challenge with this is, right, it's the same problem that you faced, right?
Hmm.
Walmart canceling the orders, right?
Hmm.
You're gonna have to have your fulfillment side of it like
Yeah.
very established.
Yes.
And that's the reason why like, we stuck to like if the price on Amazon is $100, I sell it for $200. And the
Hmm.
reason why is because like to kind of limit the sales so that way the fulfillment side doesn't run into any issues. There's two ways you can scale it. Either get more sales, right?
Hmm.
But then you would face into problems on the back end, right?
Hmm.
But if you go ahead and list more items, you face problems on the front end. You know
Hmm.
what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just two different techniques, but both work. But in the end of the day, like they both have their unique challenges. So we kind of like settled for a happy medium. Well, I don't
Hmm.
know. I think we're kind of like heavily focused in the front.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I
What do you?
think I think it makes sense to list higher ticket items
Mm-hmm,
or just items with bigger profits in general, with bigger margins, so
mm-hmm.
that they don't sell a whole lot, but you may only sell just a few per day, but you're going to make money off of it. So it's really the
True,
same thing, but it's less work actually.
true, true.
And
Yeah,
you
no.
said you started back in November, December, something. What did you start? What are you doing exactly?
Yeah, so I was talking to my buddy about this, and you know, we both of us had a little bit of debt to pay off, so we were trying to think of a little side hustle to get back to, and we're like, no, let's just try Amazon to eBay again, see if that.
Yeah, no,
So
it
we
works. Yeah.
yeah, we actually had my old Amazon account that I've used for years, and so I started using that, and then I opened a new Walmart account and started using that. Actually, I still had my old account where I was tax free actually because I have tax exemptions from all the states in U.S. So I had both Amazon and Walmart tax free.
Right.
Gotcha.
So we were doing this, but after we had a good run for like over a month, and then after that, it was just shut off completely. Walmart was
Recently.
almost immediate. I would say it lasted for a few days, but
Oh,
Amazon was
Walmart was the issue. eBay wasn't the issue.
eBay was never an issue. eBay, I went through two. I successfully appealed two MC 11s on my account.
Yeah, because your
Uh,
problem was always a scaling issue, not
yeah,
because of your customer service or something.
yeah.
Yeah,
It was the fulfillment part that always gave me trouble. So
yeah.
that's what I'm trying to focus on now is how to establish Amazon. Do you guys do Walmart too? Do you have full integration with Walmart or just
Not a
Amazon?
full integration. We just got a lister that works to just list the items,
Mhm,
but for tracking and all that stuff, like
mhm.
we don't have that stuff yet for
Yeah,
Walmart.
tracking.
Is the lister
I
for
don't worry
Walmart
about.
working?
Yeah, it's working today. Like the newest update, because somebody requested it, and I just decided because our code already is very compatible, so we
Right.
just went ahead and added Walmart because of a special request. But I don't recommend anyone to use Walmart yet because like our Amazon to eBay is already so like established, like the
Mhm,
features, the functionality. To get that kind of level of functionality with Walmart would take some time, yeah.
mhm,
So that's why we didn't like I wouldn't recommend anyone. It just um I believe that Amazon to eBay, right? Amazon still has like millions of products that nobody has listed on eBay yet. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me to switch suppliers at this time. The
mhm.
moment, like we find that Amazon to eBay doesn't work, we'll just like maybe hop onto like another supplier or something.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I had a great success with Walmart. That's why I mentioned Walmart.
Hmm.
And so if you can do something like this with Walmart, I think you would be opening another door there. To be honest with you,
True. No, I believe you, man. I believe you. But why do you think that Walmart, do you think intrinsically the prices on Walmart is better or just because of the fulfillment side of it?
I think because there's lots of stuff on Walmart that's not on Amazon, and vice versa.
True.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's just
so
a
they
different catalog, I guess.
Yeah, I've
Hmm.
compared prices on similar on the same products, and there's differences. Some items are less expensive on Walmart. Some are less expensive on Amazon. They kind of compete in
Yeah,
some way.
yeah. True. True.
Obviously, there's much more stuff on Amazon, right? As Walmart is mainly brick and mortar, but
True.
they've been ramping up their online presence ever since I remember too. So they
True.
just they just never scaled as much as Amazon. But I was making some really decent money off of Walmart too
No,
on both.
I believe you, man. Like Mark's been selling men's mountain bikes for years.
Yeah,
Mhm.
when I first started, I did 100% Walmart, like 100%.
Yeah,
And then
nice.
after a while, then I was further added like
Hmm.
Academy Sports, Wayfair, and all this stuff. And now I
Oh
just
yeah,
do
yeah, yeah.
just do
I remember
Amazon.
Academy Sports. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Right now, I also have I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this website called Worldwide Brands.
No.
I've
Okay.
heard of it, but I never use them.
You've heard of it. Okay. So they're basically they're kind of like portal of all the wholesalers. They go around the country in the US basically to all the businesses where they kind of like fairs, right? Like business fairs, and where for entrepreneurs, where they go in and look at their products and what they have, what their business model is basically. And so they get all those wholesalers under themselves, and they sell memberships to other people. It's literally just a one-time lifetime fee that you pay, and then you get a list of wholesalers who either allow people to drop ship on their products on eBay or Amazon, or do a wholesale. It's like a bulk wholesale, right?
True. How
So,
many items do they have in total?
oh,
Do you
they
think?
got tons. They got tons of those wholesalers, and I've been contacting them recently. You have to go through a whole process. You have to, if you want to become a partner with one of those wholesalers, you have to fill out an application. You have to have a legitimate business set up, and a sales permit in your state of registration. So I do actually drop ship through one of those wholesalers right now on
Nice.
eBay. But yeah, like I said, it's not sales that I was looking for. So I've been kind of looking for trying to maybe get back into Amazon or Walmart or whatever. And then I saw you on Reddit accidentally. That's how I kind of started digging into your profile and Googling you, and that's how I found you. So,
I'm telling you. So just regarding like, because you've already, you've already coined bulk theory for yourself. You know what I mean? Like the first time I heard of bulk theory was actually Marc had a guest. His name was Jack Pittman, right? And what he did was he actually made a video on YouTube where he documented the series, right? Where what he did was he used some software, HydroLister, and he pushed like 200,000 items, 300,000 items on his eBay store
wow.
in like just a month. So he
In
went
like
from
no time. And
no
everyone
time.
would tell him not to do it. He was
So
staying at my house at the time.
dude, that was the most legendary video that I've ever seen, because like have never seen anyone do this. He sacrificed his account. He was the martyr for all of us, right?
Wow.
Right?
For that data that he given, but what
Because he got shut down. He got suspended.
he got shut down,
Yeah,
yeah.
but eBay suspended him.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Was he ever able? So he got like an MC011, and he never was able to appeal it.
I don't remember if it was MC011,
No,
but
I'll tell
he
you. I'll
was
tell you
being
what it was.
reckless. It
It
wasn't
was
like
Vero. It was Vero.
Oh man, I
So
got.
let me tell you his story. It's probably the same as yours, right?
Yeah.
He was at the time there was a program that eBay had, was like Vero protection plan or something like that.
Yeah.
Where if you ever got a Vero, they gave you a day or 2 days to remove the item, and it wouldn't go ahead and affect your account. So because he was in that program, he felt comfortable to go ahead and list 200,000 items. But the most interesting part of this, his journey, right? You see, he made a video of his sales, right? Within 1 month, he went from like 1,000 items to 100,000 items, and his sales jumped from 4,000 to like 40,000. And then it just kept climbing the next month because he pushed another 100,000. So it was undisputable fact that bulk theory, works. You just have
Oh
to
yeah.
go ahead and work and scale in any operation, right? I think this is the truth with any business model, yeah? If you find something that works one time, like even if you're sniping one by one, right? Post 100 items, post 1,000, post 10,000 sniped, and you're gonna see those results. So with that being said, like since you already understood bulk theory, right? If you already started using that Ben supplier and it was working for you, why not just scale that to the moon?
Yeah. So with this one particular supplier, we listed him with SKUGrid. We have like 7,000 of their items, over 7,000. And the problem with SKUGrid is it didn't have an integration with this particular store. So
Gotcha.
we would have to incur more and more costs to have them program that particular store
Gotcha.
fully integrated with it.
Gotcha. What about your buddy, the one who originally made the tool?
So yeah, we actually partnered up, kind of 50-50 this time. Back in 2013, we were separate, but this time we partnered up. He actually lives in Poland, and
Yeah.
so he'd be responsible for listing items and searching and listing items part. And I was always responsible for doing processing all the orders and customer service. And I was also responsible because there was an issue on our account where they switched from where eBay switched from PayPal to their own in-house payment system, payout system.
Right.
Right.
And at that time, I logged into my account just to kind of see what's going on, and I was already living here in Canada. So then it asked me to set up the payments. So I entered my Canadian account number. So and then it switched to Canadian currency. Like right now, I cannot have a U.S. bank account set up,
Gotcha.
even though it's a U.S. eBay. I can
Gotcha.
only have
Oh,
a
wow. So
Canadian
wait. So you are selling on eBay.com right now on the US platform.
Yeah.
But because you're using PayPal's credit card processor and you're based in Canada, you're selling in US and it's dropping in a Canadian bank account.
Yes, yeah, directly. They send me payments directly to my Canadian bank accounts, and it's like a glitch. They told me. They told me, oh, sorry, but you happened to log in and change your payment system during the phase of when we switched from PayPal to payouts, and so we can't reverse this back to. We can't let you add a U.S. bank account.
Gotcha.
So then, I was trying to figure out like how to do all this, right? Like, how am I gonna go out to Amazon, pay with a U.S. credit card, right, for my merchandise to ship it to customers, and then how am I gonna pay off that U.S. credit card? So
Right.
I'm finding a bank here in Canada who actually has a U.S. presence, a U.S. bank account.
You tried TD?
It's RBC.
You have the cross-border bank, yeah?
I do. So that's exactly what I do right now is cross-border banking. I have a Canadian side where I get my payouts, and then I move the money to US to be able to pay off my US credit cards.
The moment I started facing these kind of problems is when I felt like I was running a business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Before
honestly, it took me like a week just to scratch my head,
the
do
banking
research, and see what in my mind, like what can be done about this. I ended up going to like 2-3 different banks, setting up accounts, and
dude,
you Polish dudes hustle. Sam, you know who else is from Poland?
Who?
You remember Darius from Young Hustlers?
Yeah.
He's Polish.
Oh, no way. I'm telling you.
So, like, Marty, one of my closest friends, like he was living with me when my son was born in Nicaragua. He had an Instagram account that had like 1.8 million followers. He sold it like